Hi, everybody. I'm running just a couple minutes late, so I'm going to go grab my tea and I'll be right back. Hi, Tirana. I'm just running around trying to get my tea and get my stuff together. Hi, Tirana. How are ya? You're the first one. Yes. Good morning. Or for you, good afternoon. How are you today? Good morning, everybody. Hi, Tina. It is tea time, my friend. Yes. Yes, it is. Tirana, hi. Anne, good morning, lovely people. I'm back. Hi, Anne. Welcome. Tea time. Are you British? No, I'm not. But I am a tea drinker, and it's tea time. How is everybody? Good morning. Good morning. Hey, Anne, I watched your quizzes yesterday. I listened to them. They were great. Hi, Echo. Good morning, Echo. Echo, last night I almost announced that you had trivia today because for some reason I thought yesterday was Wednesday. Trivia with Echo is tomorrow. It's on Thursday. Anne says, hi, Echo. Echo's using the emojis. Great. Thank you so much. I hope you like them. Anne says, I'm great. And you? I'm good. I'm a little frazzled this morning. I don't understand why. Yeah, it's tomorrow. Echo has trivia on Thursday. Echo says hi to Ann. Oh, okay. As you got tea time, I gotta walk outside for content time. There you go. There's my friend Coco. Hi, Coco. Oh, I miss you. I haven't seen you hardly at all in like a week at least. Just a real quick here and there. So, how are you, Coco? I'm so glad to see you. Ann says hi to Tarana. Tarana says hi, Coco. Ann says hi, Coco. Hello, everybody. Good morning. Look at how low the water is. Look at how low the water is. It's so low. It is low tide. I don't know what you want to see. You want to see the tree too? There you go. Coco says hello. I know I've been busy. I know you're busy. I totally understand. I just miss you. That's all. I miss your happiness and your good vibes. Tarana says, Ann, sorry, autocorrect. Coco says hi, Ann. Tarana says, or Echo says hi, Tarana. Stitch Love. Hi, Stitch Love. Stitch Love says hi, Ann. Ann says, I'm at number 8 and my diamond painting Kelly goes up to 25. Oh, you go that way? You go in numbers like that? That's interesting. That's interesting. Tarana waves. Echo says hi to Stitch Love. Coco says hi to Tarana. Stitch Love says hi. Hi, Stitch Love. Coco says, thank you, Daisy. With the beautiful flower. Girl, you know I love flowers. Coco says hi to Living. Hello to our new friend. I don't know what that even is. I'm so sorry. Ann says, yes, I found it to be faster. Really? That is interesting, Ann. Coco says hi to Tina. Hi, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thursday. I'm sorry, it's Wednesday. What is wrong with me? Yeah, I'm gonna give that some thought, Ann. I usually do like the big sections. Like if there's a big section of red, then I do the red. Um, then I'll do the big section of like blue or something, and then I do all those little ones at the end. But I like the way you think. I'll have to give it some thought. Let's call that new person Stick Man, as that is what it looks like. Okay, I don't have my glasses on. I'll put them on right now. Because yeah, I couldn't see it. Stick Man, okay. And that looks like a shamrock or something. Coco says, Ann, I enjoyed your live quiz the other day. It was fun. Yes. I didn't see it live, but I listened to them both yesterday. They were wonderful, Ann. Wonderful. Tarana says, as a mostly shorts creature, the watch hour is not counting for shorts. I'd say, no, shorts do not count for watch hours. They do not. They do bring people to your channel, so continue to put out some shorts. Ann says, me too, Coco. It was really fun. It was. I enjoyed watching it. Ann says, it's Stickman dancing. Tirana says, creator. No, I knew what you meant, creator. You're short. You create shorts. And that's okay, but in order to get monetized on shorts, you have to have millions. And it's got to be constant. Ashley Williams said hi. Well, hello, Ashley Williams. Thank you for being here. Tarana says, I need to fix that autocorrect. No worries. Ann says hi to Ashley. Hello, everybody. Would you like to see the star of the show? Hi. Isn't she just the cutest, you guys? I gotta get her off the dirty floor. Coco says hi, Ashley. Toronto, yeah, I better go with 1,000 and 3,000 watch hours is easier. Yes. Yes, indeed. Echo says, beautiful day. It is a beautiful day. It's 66 degrees. Hi, Ashley. Tarana says hi. Coco says hi. Welcome, everybody. All right, it is tea time, though. All right, so here it is. All right, grab a cup of tea or a cup of coffee and come and sit with me and talk. Let's talk. Let's chat. Anne says, Kelly, I woke up to an email from YouTube telling me I lost all my advanced privileges until I verified my face on the phone live and also sent my ID. Are you sure it was from YouTube? It's absolutely from YouTube. It's not a fake YouTube. I don't know, Anne. I don't know if I've ever given them ID. I can't say that I have or I haven't because I don't remember if I ever did. Toronto says, Daisy, living the best life. No taxes, no work. Oh, I pay taxes. I paid my taxes yesterday. Nice big chunk. Title Pro says, hi, Daisy May. Hello, hello, Title Pro. And hello, chat. Ann says, I asked others. They said YouTube does it to all. If you monetize already, they gave you a few months time to do it. Oh, okay. Okay. I don't remember, Ann. Honestly, my memory is just crap. Title Pro says, at work listening in. Thank you, Title Pro. Welcome. We are back home today. Yesterday, we were over at the park. But today, we are back at home. Tarana says, oh, I hate taxes, but at least they must be used well. I don't know about that. But yesterday was tax day here in the U.S., and I did pay my taxes. I didn't want to part with my money, but you know what? You got to do it. And Tarana, let me tell you something about living the best life. I worked a long, long time at a job that for most of the time, I despised. And I scrimped and I saved. And when I retired, I ended up here. But I did it all myself. And I definitely earned it. Ann says, but I haven't applied to be monetized, so I don't know why they want it now. Yeah, I don't know, Ann. That's so crazy. Toronto, at least you do something you like. Thank you, Toronto. I do. I enjoy this. I'm out here having my tea every morning, almost every single morning. Anyways, so why not invite you guys along with me? It's discrimination because I identify as a cat. Oh, thanks, Ann. I needed that. Yeah, I don't know, Ann. Well, if everybody has to do it, then I'm sure I did it. Hello, beautiful Daisy. Hello, beautiful. Hi. I have Daisy. Tirana says, now Ann saying these stuff about ID and other. I'm under 18, but I want to monetize. What do I do? I don't know. I don't know if there's an age to it. I really don't know, Tirana. Ann says, but I draw the line at going for surgery to look like one. No. Lisa says, good morning, beautiful day. Hello, Lisa. Everybody say hi to Lisa Smiles a lot. Ann says under 18 can't, Tirana. Tirana says no. That's all right. Keep building your audience. Keep building up your watch hours and your time. And once you turn 18, you'll be set. It'll already be all done. Coco says hi to Title Pro. Coco also says hi to Lisa. Coco, our friend Coco. Coco, I love your story, by the way. Now that I get the chance to talk to you for a minute. What made you decide to do that story? Or are you a writer? Do you write stories? Well, regardless of why you're doing it or like why you started doing it, it's wonderful, Coco. I love it, and I love it. Tirana says, actually, Lexi, is that my Lexi? She says, good morning. In my country, I can get ID under 18. It doesn't matter about an ID, Tirana. You have to be 18, Ann says, in order to monetize. She says, oh, thank you. I'm not a writer, just an inspiration. Well, you're doing wonderful, Coco. I love it. Great work. Lisa says hi to Coco. Just getting a tissue, my lady love. All right. Lisa says hi to Coco. Ann says YouTube monetization is for those aged 18 and over. It is stated that you cannot earn advertising revenue unless you are over 18, no matter how many subscribers you have. Thank you, Ann. Anonymous, hello again. Welcome. Lexi says, yes, I'm your granddaughter. Everyone, Lexi, this is my granddaughter. This is my granddaughter, Alexis. She goes by Lexi. Say hi to her, you guys. Toronto says, oh, what if I use parents' ID and after I be 18, change it to mine? I don't know, Tirana. I don't want to lead you the wrong way and get you in trouble. Coco says hi to Anonymous. Coco says hi, Lexi. Ann says no to the idea, Tirana. Yeah, Tirana, I'm really sorry. Do some research. Lisa says, what do you get when Coco gets hot? Hot Coco. We love our Coco. Anonymous says, hey, Coco. Lexi says, hi, Coco. Tirana says, okay. And Ann says, ask Google. Yes, because Google owns YouTube, you guys. Google owns YouTube. Anonymous. Where's my Portuguese friend, David? I haven't seen David. David went back to work, and David got cleared to do activities again. So he's probably having a ball. He's probably working, and then he's probably out with his friends having so much fun. And I hope he is. And I miss him, but I want him to go out and have fun. He's been locked up in his house since he hurt his knee. So hopefully we'll hear from him, but if we don't, that means he's having fun. Coco laughs at Lisa. Tirana says, I'll ask ChatGPT. Lexi says, hi, Tirana. Abigail, hi, Abigail. Everybody say hi to Abigail. She's here. Okay, not Anonymous. Yeah. Hopefully we'll see him soon, but... Oh, you're going to have some storms. Hello from sunny Brazil. We love it. Hello. And says there are children influencers earning money, but I think that is on TikTok or Snapchat or something like that. Yeah, I really don't know. Lisa says hi to Abigail. Toronto says, yeah, I only do YouTube. Alexi says, hello from cold New York. Is it cold up there, honey? Lisa says, hi, Lexi. Lexi, are you on Easter break? Tirana says, hello from hot Tirana, Albania. Anne says, Lexi, hello from warm Turkey. Lexi says, yes, freezing. We were in shorts yesterday. Oh, really? Lexi says, I'm on Easter break. So happy hump day, everybody. Is Easter this weekend? Yes, Easter is Sunday, yes. It's this Sunday, yes. Hey, Ann, what are your hours? Abigail says, I'm excited about Easter. Ann says, I have no idea what they sound like here, Tirana, as I never listen. Tirana says, I got the following Monday off. Oh, that's good. Turkey has my favorite ambulance sirens, Ann. Sorry, I missed that. Tirana says, well, we got them here. I'm a siren expert fan. Lexi says, I'm getting a basketball net and a basketball for Easter. And then in 27 days, I'm going to Disney. Awesome. That's awesome. I don't know what my hours are. I have to check YouTube. Been doing all kinds of tricks on my account yesterday. Abigail says hi to Lexi. Lexi says hi to Abigail. Toronto waves. Cool. 1518. So you're halfway to 3,000. I've been watching you. I've been playing you under Daisy's dad too. Sometimes it's under my vacation account. So make sure you guys, if you guys want watch hours, make sure you hit up Daisy's dad and my vacation channel, because I do use those accounts for watch time for people. Abigail says she likes country music. And I'm suddenly at 1.9 subs. Awesome. That's fantastic. I got something very frustrating in my shorts tab. There's something saying drafts, but there's nothing. I don't know about that. Trying to the update, it's still there. I mean 1.19. That's great, Ann. Lexi subbed to both. Thank you, Lexi. How is weather today in sunny Florida? It's 67 degrees, 67, and it's nice. It's really nice. Congratulations, Ann, says Toronto. Yeah, you're growing, Ann. That's fantastic. Lexi says, congrats, Ann. Yeah, congrats, Ann. Woohoo, and I really think YouTube is definitely helping the small channels more. Um, or maybe it's because I'm growing that it just seems like it, but it definitely seems like they're putting us out there more. And says thanks. Everybody hit that like button. Double tap your screen if you're on a mobile device. And if you're not on a mobile device, please hit the like button. Show YouTube that you like us. And then they do put us out to more. Toronto's close to 700. Abigail says mostly cloudy. And says, yeah, Toronto, they must be working on stuff in YouTube. Been doing funny stuff since yesterday. And says, thanks. 42 and cloudy. Toronto says, yeah, maybe I sent YouTube a feedback to lower the watch hours. Lisa, oh man, I'm jealous. Here's 48. Excuse me. 67. We are at 67 and it is 8:29. 8:29 a.m. East Coast time. Eastern time. In the U.S. We are here in Florida in the U.S. of A. Hello, Daisy. Hello, Daisy. Why? Oh, isn't Fahrenheit German? Why use it? Why does USA use it? I don't know why the USA uses it, but they do. They refuse to use the metric system for anything. So I really don't know. The whole world uses the metric system. It just never really caught on here. I don't know why. Like we were taught the metric system. Lexi sent us emoji. Thank you, Lexi. Toronto says, as a European, it's so confusing. I'm sure it is. 68. Yeah, it's a little cool. We actually have 67. But when we took our walk this morning, it was 64. Coco says 22. Oh, Coco, that's too chilly. Hopefully you warm up soon, Coco. And says 71.6 Fahrenheit. Oh, that's nice. Let's see what our weather's going to be today. Well, here you go. This is us. It's going to be a high of 83. And it's going to be sunny all day. So by 1 o'clock, it's going to be 83. I'll take that. I'll take it. Thumbs up from Coco. Thank you. Oh, Coco freezing. I know, you poor girl. I'm so sorry. I'm putting netting over my newly planted veggies, not going to give the sun chances to burn them to death again like last year. Good idea, Anne. That's a good idea. I'm kind of excited, Anne, because last year at this time I didn't know you. So I can't wait to be watching all your progress with your plants and trees. I love it. Lexi says 35. Toronto, I don't know, is there Timu in a phone holder, but they can be placed in a car window? I don't know, Toronto. That I do not know. Hey, Lexi, you need to go watch all my shorts. Like and comment. Just flip through them. But you have to watch them for at least 3 seconds each. 3 seconds, like and comment. 3 seconds, like and comment. All right? Thank you, Lexi. At least as many as you can. Bill, you're back. Oh, hello, buddy. I have a bunch of starters planned. It's still too cold to plant outside here. Bill, you're back. Oh, good morning, my friend. So good to see you. Anne says, oh, Kelly, I'm so embarrassed. Why? What did you do? What did you do now, Anne? Christine, hi. Hello, hi. Everybody say hi to Christine. Thank you for stopping in, Christine. Where are you from? Anne says, I shouted like a fishwife. What's a fishwife? Isn't it funny how different parts of the world have different sayings? What's a fishwife, Anne? Christine says, how are you doing? I'm doing great, Christine. How are you? Thank you for stopping in. Lexi says hi to Christine. Anne says, a fishwife has a high-pitched whining sound that sounds very loud. All right, so why did you do that this morning? Should I even ask? Okay, Anne, why did you do that this morning? Tirana says, does Live use a lot of mobile data? I do not know, Tirana. I do not know. I'm talking when I'm outside walking. Yeah, I don't know. I really have no clue. I'm clueless with that stuff. Lisa says, love your planting video, Anne. Yeah, Anne's got great videos. And she's a great lady. Anne says, Miss Tantrum was trying to catch the chicks. Then I saw YouTube's email when she kicked all my ornaments off the racks. A little booger. She is a little booger. Anne says, so I lost my mind for a second. Oh my goodness. Tarana says, I just subbed to you, Anne. Anne says, thanks. Thumbs up. Thank you for stopping in, everyone, or pull up a chair and have a seat. Grab your cup of coffee or your cup of tea and join me. Oh, yeah, we still have some. Where's my tea bag? Oh, there it is. There you go. It's tea time. Come on in. Have a seat. Anne says, when I did that, hubby and my younger son ran out of the house and went to work 20 minutes early. Oh, God. Oh, you make me laugh, Anne. You're so funny. Tarana says, the double tap like animation for mobile is cool. I keep doing it. Cool, Tarana. We have birds. Thank you everyone for being here. Nobody can stand to listen to a fish wife. I guess I never heard that expression before, fish wife. I never heard of that. Well, that's funny. When I grew up, the neighbors behind us had 12 kids, and that woman was shouting from 6 a.m. till 9 p.m. every day. That poor woman. Oh my goodness, 12 kids. I mean, seriously, can you imagine that? I'm sorry, but no, thank you. No, nope, mm-mm. I'd be telling my husband, get away from me. I would have stopped way before 12, right? They look like organ tubes. What looked like organ tubes? Oh, the kids look like organ tubes. They're a year apart. Oh my God. Maybe they couldn't figure out what was causing it. Maybe not. You're right, Title Pro. Lisa says, oh my goodness. Abigail says, I'm helping everybody mod today. Thank you, Abigail. Look, you guys, we have a bird. I don't know if I can zoom in close enough. Ann says hi to Abigail. Lisa says, what were they, rabbits? Oh, I don't know, were they? No, they drank a lot, so they forgot to use protection. Oh, that's pretty dumb. We have a beautiful bird serenading us. It says very. I mean, I can't even imagine having that many kids. Even if I could afford that many kids, I wouldn't want that many kids. Now, I would want that many dogs. But kids, no. A couple kids is good. You know, a handful, whatever. But 12, I'm sorry, that's just too many. It's those kids stole my key pipe and condos. 2 pet chickens I had for 3 years. Oh no, that's so terrible. They stole them and ate them? Oh my goodness. That's horrible. And that is just horrible. I bet you did cry. Oh my goodness. Toronto says so evil and ungrateful. That's right. That's a terrible thing. Stupid, yeah, for sure. And bad. You know, that's just bad. You steal somebody's chickens, and not only do you steal the chickens, but you eat them. I'm sorry. That's just bad. They were your first pets ever. Oh, Anne, that's so sad. I'm so sorry. Toronto says, now you go eat their cat and dog. Oh my goodness, no. A shame they were hungry. Were they hungry? Or were they just bad kids? Nobody really knows except the kids themselves. Lisa says, my husband had an aunt that had 13 kids. Wow. Wow. Their parents drank all the money and those kids had to look for food in rubbish bins. Aw, now that's even just sad too. That's that's a sad story all the way around, Anne. All the way around, that's sad. For you, for the kids. It's the parents' fault. You know, a lot of times I don't want to blame the parents for things that go wrong. But if you're going to have 12 kids, you better think about how you're going to feed them and clothe them. I hated them until I grew up and realized it, so I forget. Aw, you are so kind, Anne. You are so kind. You hear our bird? Quite chatty birdie today. Toronto clapped. Anne says, when you're a kid, you don't realize things. That's true. That's true. I never thought why they were eating from bins. That's so sad. Even this morning, you know, the church up the street here, they have free lunch today for anybody who wants it. And so a lot of the homeless wandered this way today, yesterday and today. So when I went for a walk this morning, I ran into a homeless guy. He's here every week for the free food. And he's carrying all of his belongings in a bag, and he's got on a heavy winter coat. And I just think like why? There's so many programs that will help people. I don't understand it. And says, I just thought it's normal for them. Chat's helping you, Toronto. Good, 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 good. Hey, Billiard Bagel, you still here? You're up early in the morning. You're in Idaho, right? That's what? Is that 2 hours behind me or 3 hours? I have 8:46 a.m. in the morning on Wednesday, April 16th, 2025. And says, so now you can understand why I can't slaughter my chickens. Of course. Of course. I couldn't do it either, Ann. I couldn't either. Toronto says, yeah, I can't do that either. Billiard says, yeah, it's early, 5:47. Wow. Do you always get up this early? Do you have to go to work? Ann says, I thought I will farm them, but I failed as a farmer. Oh, you didn't fail, Ann. You're a great farmer. Billiard says, early riser, late sleeper usually. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Ann says, it's 5:47 p.m. Oliver, I just woke up. It's the afternoon. Hi, Oliver. Welcome. So Anne has 5:47 p.m. and Billiard Bago has 5:47 a.m. So Billiard Bago and Anne are 12 hours apart in time zones. Toronto says, for me, it's 14:48. Is that 2 o'clock? That's almost 3 o'clock. Okay, gotcha. And says, oops, I lied. It's 15:47. It's 3:47. $10. I made a mistake. That's okay. Toronto says, yeah. Billy Berger says, no, I'm semi-retired. Awesome. That's right. You told me that. I just working around the property after coffee. That's right. It's tea time, everyone. Grab a cup of coffee, grab a cup of tea. Come on in. That's awesome. Working around the property. That's nice. Looks like you got a nice little piece there, or a big piece. It's hard to tell, but it does look like definitely a nice piece. Looks like you have some tranquility there. I love it. Ann says, Billiard, I just retired myself in 2008, and I retired in 2020. Ann says, means I just stopped working. Me too. Daisy May, can I have a wrench? Of course you can, Oliver. Sure. You've proven that you're, a good friend, Oliver. Thank you. Oh, you're welcome. Oliver, you are welcome. Oliver, know one thing, okay? One thing about the wrench is I can and will take it away if you abuse it. Okay? That's all I'm going to say. Blair says, it's great, huh? I still do a lot. I have a couple dump trucks I try to keep busy. Nobody wants to work, so I jump in one now and then. You're right. Nobody wants to work anymore. Well, that's cool. When I first retired in 2020, I was kind of like lost a little bit. I was lost. I wasn't sure which direction my life was going to go. I still don't. I'm still working on it. Anne says, I can now get a pension from the South African government, but I don't want to apply for it since I'm not living there. I don't think it's fair, even though I did work and contribute there many years. Oh. I don't know how that all works, ma'am, Anne. But if I was supposed to get a pension from somewhere, I would definitely take it. It doesn't feel morally right. Okay, let me ask you this question, Anne. If you did live there, would you take it then? My husband disagrees. Yes, of course. Then why won't you take it because you're in Turkey? It has nothing to do with where you live. It has to do with, money you earned there when you lived there. I have to agree with your husband. We have 18 thumbs up, everybody. Thank you so much. I've not been living there for 26 years. Lisa, you have a full-time job taking care of beautiful Daisy and Cat. I do. You're right. Is it illegal to claim if you're not a resident? That's a good question. Billiard Bago asks. Is it illegal to claim it if you're not a resident? That's the starting point right there, I guess, Anne. If it's illegal, then no. If it's legal for you to claim, she says, no, it's not, since I'm still a South African citizen. Anne, is it assignable? I'll take it. Yeah, me too, Title Pro. We'll take it, Anne. We'll divide it up like 5 ways, 6 ways, 10 ways. Three or? Passing by a beautiful view. Thank you. Three or. Three or what? 3 or 6? 3 or 5? Thank you. No, it's not since I'm a South African citizen. Title Pro. Yep. Billiard ball. Well, you earned it. Take it. That's what I say. If it's legal for you to take it, and take it. Don't leave it there for the government to keep it. Bryland Farm here, packing sales in my eBay room. Just wanted to say hi while I work. Thank you, Stacy. Everybody say good morning and hi to Stacy. Share Bear's here. She says good morning, everyone. Good morning, Share Bear and Bryland Farm. Everybody say good morning to Bryland Farm and Share Bear. Share Bear says hi to Lisa. And he says, my husband says since the government there is totally corrupt, I should not feel bad taking what I did earn before. If it's legal for you to take it, even though you live in Turkey, Ann, you should take it. You should definitely take it as long as it's legal. That way, if it's legal, you don't have to worry about morally anything because it's legally yes or legally no. That should be your deciding factor. Lisa says good morning to Share Bear. Share Bear says good morning, Oliver. Ann says, I checked, it's legal. Then you go do it. Then you do it. You go for it, girlfriend. Go for it. Sherber says, good morning, Tirana. All right, Ann, you send me your credentials and I'll apply for it and I'll take the money. Because I could sure use it. And it's the same as the many British living here with their British pensions. Okay, there you go. Get your money, girl. I agree with you. I agree with Billy Bago. And I agree with your hubby. And take the money and pay for your children, grandchildren's educations. Don't shortchange your family. There you go. Title Pro's good with money. Good thinking. I have no idea why I feel it isn't right. I can't find a reason either. Well, start changing your way of thinking. Start thinking, yeah, I earned it. Yeah, I deserve it. Yeah, I'm a resident. Yes, it's legal. So why am I not doing it? You talk yourself into it. Turn those thoughts around. Lisa says, I agree. Go for it. The government would take it, no problem. You got that right. If Ann doesn't take it, that's government money, and they're going to keep it. It's the silly, huge pride in me. Well, girl, come here for a minute. Ann says, I think. Tarana says, hi, I was off. We have our birds are back. They're singing us their good morning song. Sherebear, Ann, take what's entitled to you. Yes, Sherebear, tell her. Lisa says, Ann, I'm going to send you a hug. You deserve it. Yes, she does. I'll talk to hubby tonight and see how we will do it, because the only snag is you have to go apply for it there so you can verify it's you. Oh, so you'd have to go back. Yeah, well, there's another dilemma. Can you get there and get back? Hi, Mike the Bike Dasher. Everybody say hi to Mike. Hello, Mike. Well, Ann, just keep looking into it. Definitely look into it. Shepherd says, I owe my government a ridiculous amount. I'm still in shock. Oh, boy. Billy Rebecca says, sounds like a vacation. As long as she could get home. She says, yeah, it's cheaper to fly to Africa than going to Europe. Oh, okay. Lisa says, howdy, Mike. And says, which baffles my mind, right? Mike says, hello, Lisa. And it says it's a 9, almost 10-hour flight to Africa, but to Europe it's a 3-hour flight. That is odd. But you're going way down to South Africa, right? You go all the way to that. And Europe's price is 3 times the price. Yep, everything is expensive in Europe. You guys, don't forget, I do watch content under my vacation channel. If you see somebody commenting from a vacation channel, that's me. We have 21 likes, 11 people in the house. Good morning. Happy Wednesday. Hump Day. Wednesday, April 16th, 2025. We have 70 degrees, 70. And it is 9 a.m. in the morning. I could have applied last year already when I turned 60. I'm 61. Well, come on. Mike says 36 subs away from 600. Everybody, check out my friend Mike the Bike Dasher. He needs 36 more subs to get to 600. We can all help him. You guys check out Mike. If you have not checked out Mike, check him out. You'll love him, and subscribe. Ann says, I could, oh, gotcha, Ann. Yes, you lost a year already. Don't be losing no more. Larry, hello, Daisy, you've been listening. Thank you, Larry. And I was listening to your beautiful concert yesterday. And I gotta tell you again, I know I told you during the puzzle last night, but you looked so good in yellow. That was a good color on you. You looked really good in that like ivory ecru color hat. You looked great, Larry. And the sound, the music was great. Awesome. Sherbert says, hi, Mike. Hi, Larry. Ann says, oh, I could use that to go visit my grandkids in China. That's right, Ann. Just think of the things you could do with that money. Mike says, hello, Cher Bear. Ann says, I didn't think about that. There you go. Yeah, that's right. We got to put up a poll. And the poll is going to say, ready for the poll, you guys? This is the poll. The poll is going to say, all right, we started a poll. Ann says, I've not met the younger 3 yet. Aw, Ann, that would be so special. They are ages 7, 4, and 3. Aw, Ann, that's so cute. Mike sends us some fishies. At least I think they're fishies. Is that a helicopter? Okay. Brylan says, perk of being in the Army. Awesome. You're in the Army. That's amazing. You're amazing. Thank you, Stacy, for your service. Tina's back, and Ann says hi to Brylan. You guys, this is me. Vacation and beach treasure hunting. Hit up the subscribe button. See that little icon? It's in Venice. It's a canal in Venice. Actually, it's a Grand Canal. Actually, it's a lagoon in Venice. But this is me. Subscribe to that channel because I use that channel to watch content while I'm live streaming. I use that channel to give people watch time. So hit it up. Thank you, and thank you. Stacy says it was a pleasure. And hey, Ann, Sydney Cat. She says, good morning, Daisy May and Chat. Good morning, Sydney Cat. Everybody say hello to Sydney Cat. Tina says, I'm sorry, everybody, but I got to go. I'm leaving now. Bye, Tina. Have a good, wonderful day. Brian Lance says, thanks, Kelly, for reading aloud. Nice to hear chat while I work. You're welcome, Stacy. That's why I do it. Because so many people are not watching the screen. They're listening, myself included. Yesterday, I watched Sydney Cat. I think it was yesterday. One day recently, I was watching Sydney Cat. But I was really listening because I was working on a diamond painting. So I'm doing the work. I'm glancing at the screen, but I'm listening. So yes, you're welcome, Stacy. And it says, hubby said the other day he doesn't think I should go by myself to China. So I asked, why not? He said, I know you'll return with one of the babies. Sherbert says, hi to Sydney Cat. Sydney Cat says, hi back. Sherbert says, have a good day, Tina. Welcome, 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 everybody. Happy hump day. Hi, everybody. He's probably right. I do have a big suitcase with tiny holes in them. Oh, Anne, you're funny. Yeah, you probably would bring something home with you. If it wasn't a baby, it would be an animal, a kitty cat, or not a baby. Is that what you're referring to as a cat? Pull up a chair, everybody. Grab a cup of coffee, have some breakfast, and let's just sit down and relax. And since the one little boy looks just like his dad did at age 4, aw, how sweet, Anne. That's adorable. So cute. I know, I keep thinking about getting another dog. So you would sneak him out? Of course you would. You're so funny. And anybody who has newly subscribed to my channel, I do subscribe back. I've been lax the last 3 days probably, but I will subscribe back and I will watch content. Just give me a chance. I am working on some projects for my Etsy. I'm putting more things up on my eBay channel, and I'm also working on members only stuff. So bear with me, please. And if anybody wants a sticker, send me your email address to my email that's on my channel about section, and I will send you a sticker, a Daisy May sticker. If you would, please hit the like button if you're there lurking or working. If you're watching or drinking your coffee or having a bite to eat, just double tap your screen if you would. Hit that like button. Let YouTube know that you like us. That's all. Not a big deal. Daisy May would love a little friend. I'm thinking about a big dog, though. A bigger dog. I don't know how that would go over with her, so I'm just contemplating at this point. My pug thinks he's as big as Bingo the Kanga. Kangle. Oh, really? Yeah, Daisy thinks she's a German Shepherd. Kelly, get you a border collie like my Toby dog. A border collie, that's a possibility. Anne says, yeah, he prances around Bingo and tries to intimidate him. Stardashians, hello Daisy. Hello Stardashians. Everybody say hi to the Stardashians. Sydney Cat sending us emoji. Thank you, Sydney Cat. Mike says, hello Eric. Hello everybody. Mike says, hello Sydney Cat. Shearbear says hi to Star. If anybody's not subscribed to Mike the Bike Dasher, he's trying to get up to 600 subs. Take a look at Mike the Bike Dasher. If you like, subscribe. He's a great guy and he's a hard worker. Anne says, I thought that was so sweet. That is so sweet. Mike says, hi, Title Pro. Eric, how are you today, buddy? Mike says 35 to go. Thanks, everybody. Yeah, check out Mike, guys. 35 more. And he's at 600. We're going to get him moving. I think I'm sub to everyone here, too. Good, Mike. Oh, what's the matter, Eric? Title Pro says, hey, Mike. Stardash says, let's go, Mike. Yes, let's go, Mike. What's up, Eric? I hope you're all right. Larry says, I'm up to 513 as of yesterday. Larry, are you looking for subs? We'll get you subs. Everybody check out Larry, too. Larry's our friend from Arkansas. He's a great singer, guitar player, friend, supporter. Larry's a lot of great things, as is Mike. Check them both out. Anne says you missed a part. Anne, I thought that was so sweet. But Bingo just picks him up by his neck and carries him around when he's paralyzed. Aww. Oh, Anne, that's so sweet. You're right, I did miss it. Blessed Mama, hello. She says, morning, everyone. Congratulations, Larry, says Mike. Sherbert says, me too, Eric, but everything is going to be okay. That's right. Breathe. Sit down. Let all those thoughts go away and just breathe, you guys. Relax. Sherbert says, just up to Larry. Thank you, Sherbert. Mike says, hello, Blessed Mama. Larry says, okay, thank you, Sherbert. Anne says, they are best buddies. Well, isn't that just the cutest? Sherbert said, hi, Blessed Mama. She says, hi, Mike. Hi, Daisy. Hi, Sherbert. Sydney Cat says, hello, Blessed Mama. Anne says, the tiniest dog and the biggest ever dog. That's so cute, Anne. Blessed Mama says, hello to Sydney Cat. Sherbert says, Larry, I thought I was subbed already. I'll check on my other channel, too. Let me check, too, Larry. Because I have 2 channels as well. One is just really a support channel. Anne says, I will take a photo of them together, then you can see. Yes, yes. All right, Larry, let me check my other channel, buddy. I'm going to do that with you too, Mike the Bike Dasher. Let me check my other channel too. And so someone asked me the other day if the thing in Bingo's mouth is a stuffed animal. I understand that because the other day when we were in the golf cart and I got out to do that walk around by the inlet, some guy asked my husband if the dog was fake. So I get it. You're sub to me, I think, Daisy. Yes. You're right, Larry. I am. But I'm going to throw you a bunch of short likes right now. Hi, Jamie. Everybody say hi to Jamie. Tina says, now we're going to the park because it's loud from the home. Ann says, hi to Share Bear. Ann says, hi, Share Bear. Ann says, hello, Jamie. Paula's here. Good morning, Paula. Everyone say hi to Paula. Ann says, hi, Larry. Paula says, cheers. Cheers, my friend. Cheers to you. Ann says, hi, Granny Paula. Jamie says, hello, Ann's place. Paula says, hi, Ann. Larry says, somebody is cutting wood, sounds like. That was a blower. Yeah. Tarana says, hey, I gotta go. Thank you, Tarana, for being here. Have a great rest of your day. Thank you, thank you. Everybody say bye to Tarana. Sherbert says, hi, Paula and Jamie. Tarana says, bye. Bye, Tarana. Tina says, Granny. Paula says, hi, Sherbert, and hi, Tina Bina. Good morning. Good morning. Everyone save Cynthia the Pegasus Rider. Granny, save her. Tarana says, bye. Take care, my friend. Granny's Paula says, oh, Pegasus. Pegasus. Hello, Fisherman's Lodge. Fisherman's Lodge says hello. Fisherman's Lodge says hello. Paula says, here I come to save. Thank you, Paula. Lisa smiles a lot. Have a great day, Toronto. Fisherman's Lodge with the emojis. Thank you, Stuart. Paula says hello, Fisherman's. And Paula says hi to Lisa. Hello, everybody. Fisherman's Lodge says hello, Paula. Paul says, no Pegasus here, but have unicorns. There you go. Lisa says, hi, Granny Paula. You look beautiful today. Paula is another one like Anne, another beautiful lady. Love you, Daisy May. We love you too, Fisherman Stewart. Paula says, oh, my Lisa, thank you, and to you as well. Anne says, oops, nature is shouting. Be right back. All right, Anne. How are you, Stuart? Happy hump day. Happy Wednesday. Stuart, are you still here? There you are. He says, hi, Anne. Anne says, yeah, it's okay, Anne. You go do it. Stuart, I changed my puzzles the other day. You never showed up. You are okay. You didn't show up to the 7 o'clock puzzle. Thanks for the love, my friend. I never got a notification for it. Oh, okay. Okay. Granny says, Daisy, you remember Wawa? Yes, we have a Wawa here. We have a Wawa down the street. It's okay, Stuart. No worries. But we will have puzzles till at 8 p.m. Stupid. That's okay, Fisherman Stewart. That's okay. It's free coffee day. Oh, really? Free coffee at Wawa, you guys. Awesome. It's their first anniversary? Stuart says, I can't wait for this weekend. What's this weekend, Stu? Easter? Oh, WrestleMania. Oh, really? Cool. I forgot they have all one. Yes, they have them down here, yep. 61 years. Wow. I didn't know they were around that long. Sherbert says, good morning to the Fisherman's Lodge. Everybody, please hit that like button. Thank you and thank you. Thank you for being a friend. Travel down the road and back again. Paula says, yes, started here in Philly. I did not know that. I love trivia. Fisherman's Lodge says, hello, Share Bear, my lovely. Hello, everybody. Share Bear says, hello, Fisherman's Lodge, with lots of love. Lisa says, hello, sweet Daisy. I hear you. Shearbear says, hello. Gotcha. Fisherman's Lodge says, hey, Lisa. Hey, Lisa. That's my Daisy. That's my girl, Daisy. Happy Wednesday, everyone. It's all right, girlfriend. We have 9:20 and we have 71 degrees. Miss Southern Bell's here. She says, good morning to everyone. Good morning, Miss Southern Bell. Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Where's my cute little, I see her. She's right here. She's in heat. Oh, she lost her diaper. She's not bleeding real bad though. Just a little drip. Cute watch, thank you. Ann says, I'm back. Billiard Bagel says, that's pretty nice. 45 here, I think the high is 58. Oh, that's a little chilly, but 58's nice. 45's not bad. I'll dress for it. Sherbert says, good morning, Miss Southern Belle. Paula says, oh, Nor. Miss Southern Belle says, again, I thought you had a fix. Yeah, I know, right? We did not. We're having trouble deciding who to take her to. Because so many things we've read about little dogs, it scares us. Like my first dog, I just did it right away. Boom, 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 done. And this dog, we've had her a year and still have not had it done. But we're going to, after this heat, for sure. I told my husband, this has got to be done. Paula says, hello, Miss Southern Belle. Lisa says, hey, Fisherman's Lodge, I just subbed to you. Thank you, Lisa. Granny Paula says, wow, we took a nosedive with temps today again. Oh, no. Tina says, Nor just mentioned a storm right in the middle of Lucina's conversation with Granny. And I think I'm caught up, everyone. Granny says, hi, Billiard Baggo. It's not dangerous if you take it to an experienced vet. Yes, you're right. Hugs for Daisy. Thank you. Hey, Share Bear and Granny Paula, says Miss Southern Belle. Billiard says, hi, Granny Paula. Hello, everyone. It's quite easy for a vet with experienced one. Okay. See, we just should have did it right away like I wanted to. I'm in the same weather situation, Billiard Baggo. Up and down, up and down. Oh my God, what kind of English is that? It's okay. I totally understand what you're saying. Your head is spinning. Girl, you need to sit and relax. Close your eyes and just don't think. I heard it keeps them healthy and young and not have them fixed. Yes, well, she's getting fixed. She's definitely getting fixed. We need to get her fixed. Definitely this year, for sure. We're getting it done. For her own sake, you know? Paul says, my sister-in-law waited a long while before fixing their male dog. They were told the same thing. Yeah, my Betsy girl, I got Betsy at 4 months old, and she was fixed at 5 months old. I did it right away. Ann says, Miss Bell, they do get hormone problems if they don't get fixed and don't have... Yeah, I don't want her to have any issues. We need to get it done. I'm just really scared, you know? Some humans need fixing. You're right, Miss Southern Belle. You're absolutely right. Many, many, many humans, not just some. The Fisherman's Lodge says, hello, Belle. Hello, Miss Southern Belle. Then they tend to get an overdrive of estrogen. Yes. Yes. Her little diaper fell off. There was something about bone and hip development that they were trying to support by not fixing right away on a large breed dog. Thank you, Paula. Miss Southern Belle says, hey, the fisherman. Lisa smiles a lot, says, hi, Miss Southern Belle. And back and forth between you and Cat and Jack. Oh, thank you, Stuart. I was in Cat and Jack this morning. She was doing a sunrise this morning when I was there. Yeah, doing it early is also not so good. Oh, my vet told me to do it before they're 6 months old, before they get their first heat. That was what my vet told me. It's better at 1 year. He said it was better before their first heat. So everybody's different. Billiard Bago, I'm headed out to the shop. Hope everybody has a great day. Thank you, Billiard Bago. Have a wonderful, wonderful Wednesday. Everybody say bye to Billiard Bago. Have a great day, my friend. Thank you so much for being here. Ann says for small dogs and 2 years for bigger dogs. Paul says, makes sense, Ann. Miss Southern Belle, do you want her to have puppies? No. No, we do not want no puppies. No. Paul says, right, Ann, yes, this is kind of a new philosophy I'm hearing and seeing. Paula says, bye-bye, Billiard Bago. Have a good day. Ann says, the vets are divided about it. Yeah, there's two sides to every story, right? Paula says, okay. Same with getting her some of her shots. Like my dog Betsy, I just did whatever the vet said to do. But the more I've been reading about small dogs is they should not have a lot of shots together at the same time. It's not good. And now I'm scared about that. She might be so cute trying to be a mom. She might be. She might be. Ann says, but from my experience rescuing 16 or more years, I saw both sides. Paula says, right. Yeah, good information, you guys. I don't know. Paula, I would only do what's absolutely necessary as far as shots. Me too. And she is due for rabies. But like the rabies shot, now you can get a 1 year rabies shot or you can get a 3 year rabies shot. And I'm only going to get her a 1, because she's so little. It can be not good to go too early and it's bad when not done at all. Yes, she needs to get done. My one cat had a bad reaction to rabies shots. Turned into an ER vet. Oh, that scares me. 1, please. My cat had a bad reaction. Yes, right? Yes. Only the 1. 1. Ann says, Granny Paula, I agree with you 100%. I do too. Knuckle busting numbskull's here. Hi, buddy. He says, good morning, Mrs. Daisy. Good morning, everyone. Say hi to Knuckle, you guys. Good morning, my friend. Paula says, like, my dog never needed Bordetella. We don't go to boarding places and no dog parks. Right. Us either. Hi, Half Empty. Everybody say hi to Half Empty. Shearbear says, good morning, Knuckle. Miss Southern Belle says, does she have any type of allergies already? No, she does not. Not that I know of, anyways. Paula says, good morning to Knuckle. Shearbear says, good morning to Half Empty. Lisa says, good morning to Knuckle. Knuckle says, I just missed it last night. I made it just as you said bye. That's okay, Knuckle. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Hit that like button, everybody. Double tap your screen if you're on a mobile device. Miss Southern Belle says, I will keep Benadryl around just in case. Yes, good idea. Title Pro says, when Toby was a puppy, I was concerned about all the shots at once. So I did over 3 different vet visits. That's a good idea, Title Pro. Knuckle says hi to Granny and hi to Share Bear. Paula says hi, Title Pro. Paula says, good job, Title Pro. Yes, that's a good idea. Title Pro says, hey, Paula. Paula, Paula, Paula. Title Pro says today is a show. I'm sorry, Toby is a show dog, so he's not neutered. He's a show dog? Ann says, you missed me again, LOL. Granny Paul, I agree with you 100%. I saw that. It can be not good to go too early. I saw that. What did I miss? I'm blind as a bat. You missed me. I did not miss you. Title Pro, if you check out our latest short, you can see him in all his glory. I'm going to right now. I am definitely going to do that. Justin's here. Hi, Justin. He says, good morning, everyone. Paula says, good morning to Justin. Lisa says, Title Pro 247, love your dog picture. Your latest short, here it is. This is Title Pro's dog, you guys. Look at. That's Toby. Oh, I just want to pet Toby, you guys. Hi. Oh, Title Pro, what a beautiful dog. That's Toby, everybody. Where's Berry Berry? I've not seen Berry Berry. He must be busy. Justin says hi to Granny. Paula says Border Collie Title Pro. Knuckle says nice. Are you not seeing my comment? I'm seeing your comment, Ann, but she says, LOL, you missed me again. But when I went back up, I don't see anything I missed. It's hard doing it on the phone, you know what I mean? You agreed with Paula, I saw that. You said it can be good, it cannot be good to go too early. But from my experience rescuing 16 or more, I saw both sides. And says the vets are divided. For small dogs. I did them all, Ann. I don't know what I missed, girlfriend. You wrote it again. Where? Annie says, I see you, or Paula says, I see you, Ann. Knuckles, I see you, Ann. Good morning. Title Pro, my channel picture is the first picture I saw of Toby Puppy Love at first sight. So cute. Here's one of Title Pro's videos, you guys. Sorry. That's Title Pro's dog, Toby. There you go, Title Pro. Title Pro, nice little shout out for you. Lisa says, yeah, Toby's adorable. Between Granny and Paula and Justin. Are you not seeing my comment? There's no, there's nothing there, Ann. You missed me again. Ann, I don't see it. Do you see it? Scroll up and see if you see it. Hi, Greg. Paula says, Toby is sweet. Greg says, good morning from Maine. Hi, Greg. Welcome. Ann says, okay, I'm going to write it again now. Okay. Lisa says, I think all the dogs and cats are adorable. Carl's here. Good morning, Carl. He says, good afternoon, everyone. Yes, Toby's a border collie, says Title Pro. Paula says, I can't see that one, Ann. So weird. I don't see it, Ann. Nothing there, Ann. Paula says, hello, Carl. Hi, Carl. Welcome. Hit the like button, everyone. Paul says, border collies are great dogs. Ann says, right above Granny Paul, nothing there. Ann. Nothing there, Ann. It says, above nothing there, Ann. It says, hello, Carl. Ann says, I can't see that one, Ann. Miss Southern Belle, maybe YouTube doesn't want that comment up. Maybe. Is it something bad? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't see anything new that I missed. Anybody see anything new that I missed? Paula says, I don't see it. So YouTube is playing tricks. I don't know, Ann, but I've scrolled up like 3 times. I don't see anything I missed. Paula, Lisa smiles a lot. Thank you. She was my Nala. Aw. It's so hard losing pets, you guys. It's really hard losing a pet, right? Lisa says, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry too, Paula. I know how hard it is. I feel ya. She had a nice long life. That's great, Paula. That's great. You know, same with my Betsy girl. She lived to be 16. That still hurts. It'll probably always hurt. But I know she's in a better place. I had Andy too and Brody dog. Andy was 17 too and Brody was 13. All good lives. Oh, Ann, that's wonderful. I'm sorry, Paula. Paula, that's wonderful. Andy and Brody. 17 and 13. How wonderful. Hello, Ann. And saying hello. Hello. Hello, young lady. Paula says, now we have human grandbaby pets. There you go. Oops, so YouTube won't let me remove it neither. I don't know what that's all about, Ann. Let me look on my iPad real fast. See if I can see what you're talking about. Ann, you wrote Ann. I see that. You said you're going to write it again. I wrote it again. You missed me again. Granny Paula, I agree with you 100%. Rescuing, yeah, you saw it on both sides. No, I don't see nothing, Ann. I was talking about the shots for pups. So it must be flagged. Oh. Oh, I see. You're talking about, immunizations, right? Immunizations, yes. Immunizations for dogs. Okay. You put a lot of words in somebody's live stream, they'll start timing you out. Really? I never knew that, Miss Southern Belle. Aries World. Hi, Daisy. May stopping by to say hello quick. Hi, Aries World. Everybody say hi to Aries World. Thank you for stopping in. Hit the like button, Aries World. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope you are well, Aries World. Ann says yes. Bear says, Aries World, good morning. Have a blessed day. Aries World said, Miss Southern Belle, Bear, and Ann's Place. Good morning. Paula says, hello, Aries World. Aries World says, have a mega awesome day. Thank you, Aries World. You too. Oh, the follow-up ones? Yeah. I'm going to delete that, Ann, only because it's just in case. Just in case. Paula says, Ann's Place? You two might think you're talking about another, right? Yes, that's why I just deleted that. Aries World says hi to Paula. Miss Southern Belle says, hey, Aries World. Paula says, hello, Aries World. Like 35, Aries World. Thank you, buddy. Thanks you. Okay, we can delete this if you want. Yeah, I'm just so I don't get in any trouble, I don't want any trouble. But we know now, right? We know. And says, yeah, please do. If you can, it won't let me remove it. I looked on my iPad for the original one. It's not here. It never came through. Okay. Granny says, have a good day, Aries World. Lisa says, hi, Aries World. Maddie, hi, Maddie. Maddie's Nifty Creations is here, everybody. She says, hi, Daisy, good morning. Aries says, back to work. Bye, Aries World. Thank you so much. Ann says, good. Lisa says, hi, Aries World. I didn't mean to break the rules. You're okay, Ann. We were talking about dogs. We were talking about dogs. We weren't talking about anything else. They can listen to the whole entire conversation and they can see that we were just talking about dogs and immunizations for dogs. Yeah, me neither, Ann. How are you, Daisy? I'm good, Maddie. Thanks. How are you? Ann says, hi, Maddie. Miss Southern Belle says, Ann, maybe you need to go reboot your phone. Oh, that's a good idea. Maddie says, hi, Miss Southern Belle. We have a bird singing to us. Hi, Carla, entitled Pro. I'm not on a phone, Miss Belle. She's on her computer. Oh, maybe go into the studio and see if there's something in there. It, it's why many are leaving YouTube. There isn't so much freedom of speech and opinion. That's going on in the whole world. Sherbert says, hello, Maddie. Miss Southern Belle says, hey, Maddie. Old movie fan 1973. Beautiful morning. Hello, all. God bless. Old movie fan. Thank you for being here. Paul says, larger channels, that is. Maddie says, I love the birds singing. Each time my back ones see me, they start singing. I love the birds. Sherbert says, good morning, old movie fan 1973. Knuckles says, hi, Maddie. Barry's here, everybody. He says, good morning, Daisy May. Good morning, Barry. Everybody say good morning to Barry, Maddie, and old movie fan. Maddie says, I want to plant flowers so they have more food out there. Maddie says, hi, Knuckle. Paula says, anyways, lots of flowers. Thank you, Paula. Maddie says hi to Share Bear. Lisa says hi to Maddie. Maddie says hi to Barry. Barry says, I've never rode in a helicopter. Me neither. Me either. Paula says, good morning, Barry. Share Bear says, good morning, Barry. Maddie says, hi, old movie fan. Barry says, good morning, Paula. And Paula sending us more beautiful flowers. Thank you, Paula. Is this Carolina, Florida, or Virginia? This is Florida. Ann says, have you rebooted your device, Ann? Maddie says, we made a trip to old historic place. The lady had a sunflower everywhere. It was super pretty. Sunflowers are gorgeous, aren't they? Ann says, okay, it's removed. I refreshed and it's gone. Okay, Ann. Perfect. Barry says, good morning, Share Bear. Lisa says, good morning, Barry. Title Pro says, hey to Maddie. Barry says, good morning, Lisa. Ann says, now I hope to not get a strike from YouTube. I think you can explain it, Ann, if they come looking. Old movie fans, it's absolutely amazing. Have a great day, everyone. Thank you, old movie fan. Thank you for stopping in. Maddie says, my flower bush is growing bigger than all the other years I've been here. It's full of white flowers, super pretty. It sounds beautiful. Miss Southern Belle says, hey, Barry. She was wondering about you. Paul says, hello, old movie fan. Paul says, you're okay, Ann. Don't worry. Yeah, don't worry. Barry says, good morning, Miss Southern Belle. Maddie says, you too, old movie fan. They're singing to us. Maddie says, I cut some and put them inside the house to decorate. That's nice, Maddie. Ann says, I don't say things I don't know about. I got my veterinary assistant diploma 2 years ago. I believe you, Ann. I never doubt anything you say, young lady. I believe you. I studied it so I know better how to help my pets. That's wonderful, though. That's what a good person you are. Hi, everybody. We have a bird talking. You hear him? Ann says, I studied it so oh yes, I got you, Ann. Thank you for being here, everybody. We have 16 people in the house right now. 38 thumbs up. Thank you, and thank you. We have a bird talking to us. If you guys would double tap your screen, hit the like button. Show YouTube that you like us. We would appreciate it. Want to look around? Like 39. Oh my God, thank you, Barry. Thank you. They're coming from back there. Here, it's back there. We have some debris in the water. Someone's blowing off their docks. Some boats. We have a palapa. We have a tree that got butchered not too long ago. Canal. Boats. This is our new tree. Look at this. See our new tree? All right. All right, all right, all right. Paula says, wow, Ann, that's fabulous. Debris is the cheese. 39 and feeling fine, says Granny. Ann says, I also got myself a master's in herbalism 2 years ago. I studied both at the same time. Proud of myself. I was 59. You should be proud of yourself. That's an achievement. Okay. Want to see who's awake, you guys? Daisy. Daisy. Say hi. Say hi. She likes to have her tail up by her face. That's Daisy, you guys. That's my little lady love. "39 and feeling fine." You should be proud of yourself, Ann. That's great. Maddie says, yes, definitely got to be careful with plants around pets. My dogs one time got sick. I went online and saw that the plant that was, yeah, poisonous, yep. Yes. Well, that's why my plants are outside. Lost internet for a few. That's okay, Share Bear. Maddie says, we cut those right out, no more in the yard. Maddie says, nice. That's a good thing to have. That's a cutie. Thank you, Maddie. With Southern Belle. I am diamond painting and listening. Oh, thank you, young lady. I do the same thing a lot. I diamond paint and I listen to live streams. Lisa says, her own personal fan. Paula, glad you are back, Share Bear. Maddie, those were here when we moved in, but I got rid of them. Good idea. Oliver says, I'm going to fly away. Thank you, Oliver. Maddie, my son's rabbit died from digging a hole under a poisonous shrub. Look at that. I didn't know it was. Well, you'll see my plants, you guys. My plants are up. They're up here. They're down there, and they're over here. Those are all, look at this one. Isn't it pretty? I got this for my birthday from my neighbor. Well, some dead stuff, but isn't it cute? All right. Look at this. This is my Betsy girl. Okay. I just thought I'd show you my plants. And they're not in the house because of the cat and the dog. All right, let me go back. The bunny died. That's terrible, Ann. I'm so sorry about that. Paula says, hi, Oliver. Maddie says, sorry to hear that, Ann. Maddie says, hi, Oliver. Shells, good morning. Everyone say hi to Shells. Our friend from Massachusetts. Paula says, wow, I just love that balcony. Thank you, Paula. Me too. And I'm always out here. Paula says, good morning to Shells. Maddie says, I also discovered their mulberry in the back. Oh, nice. Hi, Shell, says Maddie. The shrub was here when we moved in, and then later I learned it can even unlive a child should they taste it themselves. It's leaves, I'm sorry. The shrub was here when we moved in, and I later learned it can even unalive a child should they taste its leaves. Oh my goodness. Paula says, that's so sweet. Thank you, Paula. Shell says, happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday to you too. Ann says, I removed it instantly. Of course. Good idea. Shell says, hi to Paula and hi to Maddie. Maddie says, I grew up in Massachusetts. Well, our friend Shells is from Massachusetts. Maddie says, my mom and some of my family is there. Cool. Shell says, nice, Maddie. I grew up in Oregon. And she's been in Massachusetts for 12 years. That's so cool. Hi, everyone. If you're lurking and working, hit that like button, okay? Hit the like button. Double tap your screen. Just say, YouTube, we like this channel. We want you to know we like it. And thank you. Lilo and Sizzle Lover says hi. Well, hi back. Maddie says, well, I am waving you all from Tennessee. Thank you, Maddie. Are you by Cat and Jack? Cat and Jack's in Tennessee. Thank you, everybody, for being here today. Happy Wednesday. Maddie says hi to Lilo and Stitch. Anne says oleander contains multiple poisonous compounds, and all parts of the plant are highly toxic to humans and pets. Ingesting even a small amount of the plant can result in serious injury or death. Oleander. Thank you, Anne. Maddie says, not sure. I know she's in Tennessee. She's in northeastern Tennessee, maybe? Lilo says, do you know who I am, Daisy? Let me take a look on my iPad so I can see bigger. It's Stitch Love. This is Stitch Love. Hello, honey. Lilo and Stitch Lover is Stitch. Anne says, and flowers. Oh, it's leaves, stalks, and sap are deadly, and the flowers. Wow. Maddie's in Lawrenceburg. Thank you. Lilo and Stitch Lover is here. Hello, everyone. Lilo and Stitch, I changed it a little. That's good. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Mike the Bike Dasher says, hi, Maddie, connected to your channel. Everybody check out my friend Mike the Bike Dasher. Maddie says, thank you, Mike. Mike says, Shells, I connected to your channel. Thank you, Mike. Anne says, and very few people are aware of this and plant them all over because of pretty pink flowers. I'm gonna look it up right now. Oh, that is very pretty. That's a very pretty plant. Shell says, well, thanks, Mike. Same. I think I have everyone so far. Thank you, Shells. Maddie says, I'm currently feeding all the chickens and ducks. Aw. Shell says, oh man, I can't type or spell. Lilo and Stitch says, I'm subscribed to Mike and Shells. Mike says, thank you, Shelly. Mike says, thank you, Lilo and Stitch. So this is the plant she's talking about. And yeah, we have that all over here. That is beautiful. Listen to the birds. Aren't they gorgeous, you guys? Very pretty and deadly, I agree. Baby ducks have now started turning white. Aw, Maddie, how cute. Lilo and Stitch Lover says, no problem. You hear him? Shells, I'm trying to get all my dog fur off my diamond painting canvas. Need to roll my shirt before I start. Shell says, well, that's pretty. Maddie says, that's pretty. Don't have that, but it's pretty. Yeah, it is pretty and deadly. Oleander. Keep that in mind, everybody. Look at this one, you guys. Look at that. That is really beautiful. And deadly. I can't believe that's deadly. Thank you, Anne, for letting us know that. Keep it in mind, Maddie. Yeah, for sure. Where's my pretty baby? Where's my honey, honey? She's right here. She's in heat. So she's tired. She's going to be sleeping quite a bit the next couple of weeks. Anne says that's why so many people plant them all over, because they're pretty. Yeah, they're pretty. Shell says she looks comfy. She is comfy. Unaware of its danger, for sure, Anne, because I did not know that. Anne says they should mark them like they do cigarettes. They should. Absolutely. They should mark all the plants that are toxic to people and plants and children. You should be made aware. I agree with you. Maddie says, I have apps in phone that identify plants and some for birds. Yep, I do too. Anne says there are so many we don't know about. That's true, we don't. That's really smart, Maddie, too. The problem is, like, I have that bird app, but usually when I'm live streaming, I can't get into my phone, right? Um, Maddie says, and it helps tell you how to fix your plant. Excuse me, so your plant is sick, you can help it. That's a good idea, Maddie. Everybody check out Maddie's Nifty Creations. She's one of our new friends, but yet I see Maddie at a lot of the same channels we go to, so we all, a lot of us all support each other, and I think you should check her out. No Frills, No Mercy. Hi, Daisy. Hello. A like from Scotland. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate that so much. Everybody say hi to our friend, No Mercy. It's okay. It's okay, Daisy. It's okay. It's all right. Anne says, so we have a small tree that grows in South Africa only. The sap of that tree is so deadly you can die from a tough touch of it in your mouth, or someone scratch you with a needle point amount of it. Get out of here, really? Whoa. It takes that little to finish you. Oh my God. Like fentanyl, right? It's like fentanyl. Bad news, you guys. That stuff's bad news. Wow, Anne. That's crazy. Mike says hello. Although, Mike, I don't know who you're saying hello to. Yeah, there's a lot of poisonous plants, trees, stuff that comes from trees or plants. Gotta be careful. Maddie says, I have a few trees that like and they bad. I've been cutting them, but can't get scratched or touched with them. Yeah, be careful, Maddie. Mike says hello to, oh, I got you, Mike. I'm sorry, Mike. Seriously, deadly allergy. Oh my goodness. Maddie said I have a few trees like that and they are bad. I've been cutting them but can't get scratched or touched. Oh, be careful, Maddie. Yeah, be careful. There's a blimp, you guys. Oh my goodness. You see it? Way over there, see it? I missed it. Did you guys see the blimp and I did not see it? That was the Goodyear blimp, everyone. I can't believe I missed it. I was touched once by it and oh boy, I was bad shape for a week. Really, Maddie? That's terrible. You saw it? Good. Thank you. I don't know why I didn't see it until it was just landing. It was coming in for a landing. Hi, Tandra. Everybody say hi to Tandra. Tandra, how's it going? Maddie says, yup, that's why I used the app to see what it was. Great. Floofy Dog says hi. Ann says, the Bushmen used to hunt the animals with the poison of that tree 100 years ago. Wow. Maddie says hi to Tandra. Interesting, Ann. Shell says hi to Tandra. Maddie says hi to Floofy. Tandra says, okay, thanks, Daisy. How are you? I'm good. How are you doing with your hours, Tandra? Maddie says, great info. That's right. Tandra says hi to Maddie. Hi, Shells. It is 10:05 a.m. in the U.S. Eastern Time. We have 74 degrees, you guys. 74 degrees at 10:05. Tandra says, well, I applied again, not heard anything. Oh, good. Yay, yay, yay. Congratulations. Crossing my fingers, hoping for you. 9:05 in Tennessee. Shell says, good morning, Share Bear. Tandra says, hey, Share Bear must be on 3K now. Floofy says, went live for the first time a few days ago. Awesome. Mike says, hello, Floofy Dog. Floofy says, hi, Mike. Tandra says, hi, Mike. Shell says, congratulations, Floofy Dog. Thank you. Yeah, congratulations, going live. And Tandra just applied for her monetization. She's got her 3K. Congratulations to Tandra. Nature says, hello, Kelly and everyone. Hi, Nature Dog. Welcome. Tandra says, Daisy feels like a deja vu. Oh, no, Tandra. No, no, no. Think good, positive thoughts, Tandra, that this time it's going to go through. Tandra says, hi, Nature. Nature says, great, Tandra. Great, Tandra. Shell says, hi to Nature. Hi, everybody. Thank you for being here. Happy Wednesday, by the way. It is tea time, you guys, so grab yourselves a cup of tea and come and sit by me. Have some tea and sit by me, or have some coffee. Gilbert says, hi, Daisy. Hi, Gilbert. Floofy says, I'm going to go live on PS5. So we were going to do some gaming stuff. I just don't know when. Good, Floofy. Awesome. Gilbert says, hi to everybody. Nature says, just to let you know, I have to cancel live this morning. Maintenance issues in the house. I got you, girlfriend. Floofy says, I have water. John P. Daisy says, big hugs. Hi, John P. Everybody say hi to Nature Dog, Gilbert, and John P. Sherbert says, hi, Gilbert, Nature Dog. Mike says, hello, Gilbert. Sherbert says, hello, John P. Adventures. Good morning. Mike says, hello, John. Sherbert says, Nature Dog Realms, how are your hours coming? Ann says, I have to go. It's supper time here. Bye, Ann. Thanks for being here. She says, have fun, everyone. Have a good night, Ann. Have a good dinner. Enjoy. We'll see you soon. Take care, my friend Ann. Tandra says, Daisy, how long did it take them to get back to you? few days. It didn't take long. The longest thing that took was the code. Google sends you a code. That took a PIN number. That took the longest. When I applied for monetization and I hit the 3K, it was just a couple of days. Bye, Ann. Take care, my friend. Nature says, hi, Shearbear, Mike, Tandra, John, and Fluffy. Shearbear says, Nature Dog Realms, unacceptable. Gilbert says, hey, Shearbear, Mike, and Nature, and Ann. Floofy says, hello to everyone in chat. Floofy says, bye, Ann. Shearbear says, good morning, Floofy. Floofy says, Shearbear, good morning. John P., I'm a bit afraid. What's the matter, buddy? Our friend John P. is here, everyone. Gilbert says, hi to Floofy. Lisa smiles a lot, says, good evening, Ann. Nature says 316 watch hours left. Oh, you're so close, girl. 316, that's not much at all. Nature's closing in, guys. John P says it's not that expensive, 150 bucks. Ouch. John P says hi to Shearbear. Tandra says, so a couple of days, yeah, that's what I thought. Never works for me. Keep positive, Tandra. Stay positive. Nature laughs. Floofy, I'm going to check up on Sardashians. Thank you, Floofy. John P says, too much money to fall off the sky. Floofy says, I love you all. We love you too, Floofy. Nature says, so close. You are so close. You're going to get there any day. Mike says, hello, Nature. John says, hello, Floofy. Tandra says, Nature, oh, nice, so close. I will play more for you. She's very close, yes. Lisa says, hello, John. Shearbear says, Nature Dog Realms. Well, I've been still watching, so it should be soon. I'm watching too, Nature. I'm watching you all day, every day, under my Daisy May, my vacation channel, and Daisy's dad. Sebastian, Daisy May, how are you? I'm good, Sebastian. How about yourself? John P. sending love to Lisa. Nature says hello to anyone I missed. Sebastian says, hey, all. Nature says, thank you, my friends. You are welcome. Tandra says, how about you, Daisy 4K? What do you mean, Tandra? What do you mean, girlfriend? I did hit my 4K a month ago. So now I don't have to worry about hours anymore unless they drop too low. Guys, there's a channel called Cherokee Girl who is working on hers. Everybody check out Cherokee Girl. John P says hi to Tandra. Tandra says, oh, nice. Sorry, I didn't know. That's okay, Tandra. Tandra says hi to John. John says, love my sis Cherokee. Sebastian says, hey, Tandra. Hey, Nature Dog Realms. John P says, hey, Sebastian. Tandra says, hey, Sebastian. Shearbear says, Nature Dog Realms got her playing now. As a matter of fact, there you go. Shells, I still have a long ways. It's a mountain, but you can do it. Sebastian says, hey, John. Shearbear says, good morning, Sebastian. Sebastian says, lovely to see you all, and good morning to Shearbear. Hi, Sebastian. Thanks for being here. Nature says, you are so awesome. You are awesome. You are awesome. Thank you for being here, everyone. Hi, everybody. It is Wednesday hump day, you guys. Wednesday, April 16th, 2025. The day after tax day. Hi, everybody. Thanks for being here. We have a plane overhead. Fisherman's Lodge, you're still live. I am. Just for a little while, we're going to get going. Titleboro says, hi, Nature Dog. Hi, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Happy Hump Day. Happy April 16th, 2025. We have 45 thumbs up and 13 people still sitting with me. Thank you, guys. Thank you for the love. I thought you ended because you went into a live with your name. Yeah. I've been going back and forth between my live channel and my Daisy and my vacation channel, swapping back and forth. If you visit another channel, yeah, I know, Fisherman, I know. But sometimes I use Daisy May too. Nope, we're still here. I go back and forth between my vacation channel. That's why I tell you guys, if you're not subscribed to my vacation channel, subscribe to it. I put content on my back TV under that. I put it on my regular TV under my vacation channel. I do it on my iPad. Right now we're checking out Maddie. Okay. So check out my vacation channel and Daisy's dad too. I do watch content on all of those channels. I do use my vacation channel a lot, you guys. Check it out. Shell says, oh, good to know. Just sub to them. Great, Shells. Sebastian, Daisy, let's have cake. LOL, no, I'm joking. I need to have less cake. Oh, Sebastian, you're funny. Thank you for being here, everyone. Stitch, what is 60% of 95? Look at her doing the math. I don't know. What is it? $57, Tandra thinks. Wow, Tandra's good. Boom. 57. I don't know, I'm asking you. Well, I'd have to have a piece of paper and a pen to do it. Miss Daisy, I'm not subbed to your vacation channel. And I'll sub, yes, please do, Knuckle, because I do watch a lot of content on that channel. That's really all it's for. It's another channel, another account to watch and help people. Stitch says, thank you. Barry says 95 times 0.6 equals 57. Thank you, Barry. Tandra was right. Barry, Tandra says, hey to Knuckle. Catch My Drift. I need a house there. Welcome. Catch My Drift. Nice to see you. Sebastian says hi to Knuckle. Catch My Drift. We're in Florida. How about yourself? JBCB's here in the background. Crazy day, but here. Thank you, Chloe. Everybody check out JBCB's Bird Sanctuary. Catch My Drift. I just gave you a sub, okay? I'm happy for you. What a view. Well, thank you. Knuckle says, hi, Sebastian. Knuckle says, I'm in the shop. That's okay, Knuckle. Thank you. Catch My Drift. We live in a condo, though. See, those are houses. That's a house. And that's a house. And down there are houses. But here, We're in a condo unit, see? We live in a condo unit. Albeit it's a nice one, but it's not the best one, you know? Look at the clouds moving in, you guys. JBCB sending love, thank you. Catch my drift. I live in the Canary Islands, like Tenerife. You're not the one who was here yesterday from Tenerife, are you? I thought that was just Rick or something like that. Tenerife, we had a Tenerife person yesterday. Shell says, hi, JBCB's Bird Sanctuary. Just stop, love all the feeders. Oh, you'll love it, Shells. They're great. Lisa says, it's a home. Well, catch my drift. Thanks for being here. Nice to see you. No, it wasn't me. This is my first time on your live. Well, thank you for being here. That's so crazy. Yesterday, we had someone from Tenerife, and I think they were called just Rick. I'm not positive, but I'm pretty sure. Well, thank you for being here, Catch My Drift. Everybody say hello to Catch My Drift. Shell says, welcome to Catch My Drift. Yeah, welcome. Catch My Drift says, my pleasure. Well, thank you so much. Anybody who's lurking and working, please double tap your screen, hit that like button. Show YouTube that you like us at even a little bit. Thank you, thank you. Cat and Jack. Hi, Daisy Mae and Kelly. Hi, Cat and Jack. Everybody say hi to Cat and Jack. Cat, I was watching your sunrise this morning. Very quickly, but I was still there. Lisa says, catch my drift. Hello from Virginia. Hello, hello, everyone. Cat and Jack, I love helicopters. I want one or a best friend with one. That's funny, Cat and Jack. Nature says hi to Cat and Jack. Cat and Jack says hi to Chris. You're funny, Cat. I try to help everybody I can, you guys. I try to watch your videos, your lives, your shorts. I'm not a good one at checking people's posts. I apologize for that. I'm trying to get better. I spend a lot of time on YouTube helping everyone and helping my own channel. I'm trying to work on my members only stuff. I believe Sunday I'm going to do a morning, Easter morning sunrise from the beach, you guys, Sunday morning. Probably around 6:30 a.m. JBCBs gives us some emoji. Thank you, Chloe. Sherbert says, hi, Carl. Sherbert says, hi, Cat and Jack, and catch my drift. Shell says, hi, Cat and Jack, and Lisa smiles a lot. Cat and Jack says, Kelly, are you using an iPhone? Yes, ma'am, I am. Lisa says, oh, I'm sorry, Lilo and Stitch says, I think I am cramping. That's too much information. Lisa says, I will join your channel too. Cat and Jack says, hi, Shells. Yes, Cat and Jack, I have an iPhone. Why do you ask, young lady? Cat and Jack says, hi, Shells, and hi, Share Bear. Tandra says hi to Cat and Jack. Share Bear says, good morning to Lilo and Stitch Lover. Share Bear says, good morning to JBCBs. Bird Sanctuary. It's a little birdie spa. Oh, on your ankle. All right, you be careful, Stitch. Okay, be careful. Don't put too much pressure on it if your ankle is sore. Look at the clouds moving in, you guys. iPhones have a habit of making the sun look very different when you zoom in. Well, right now we don't have any sun. JBCB says morning share bear. iPhones have a habit of making the sun look very different when you zoom in. Really? Well, I did some I did sunrise videos yesterday and the day before. I don't know. I noticed yesterday on your sunrise. There you go. Thank you. Is it good or bad, Cat and Jack? Those videos at the sunrise, they're just taken with my iPhone. They're just zooming in with my iPhone. That's all it is. Is it a good thing or a bad thing, Cat? I don't know. I don't know the difference, I guess. I guess I never noticed. It's interesting. I've zoomed in close to sunrise with an iPhone. It almost doesn't look real. Really? Well, it is. You know it's real, right? And I know it's real. Is that because the clarity? It's the clarity or the zoom? Your videos are amazing to me. Thank you, Lisa. Stitch says, my ankles and my knees are hurting, so I think they are cramping. Maybe go take a walk, Stitch. My answer to everything, you guys, pretty much is go take a walk. But your sunrise yesterday certainly made me want to come back to Florida for a visit. Aw, Cat and Jack, thank you. We're on the ocean side. I walk to the ocean almost daily. And Sunday, Easter morning, I'm going to do a sunrise live stream, everybody. So look for us Easter morning about 6:30 in the morning or so, maybe 6 o'clock if I can get down there. We'll see how it goes. Thank you, Cat and Jack. How long did you live in Florida? And were you East Coast Florida or West Coast Florida or North Florida? Interesting. We have 48 likes. Are you kidding me here? Or is it 43? I can't read it. The ocean is the best part of Florida, especially the Gulf side. Oh, okay. Well, the ocean's not on the Gulf side. You can't have both, Cat. You can't have the ocean and the Gulf. You can only have one. We are on the ocean side. Tandra says 48. Okay, 48. Thank you. 49, Stitch. Thank you. 49. If we hit 50, we're going to say bye-bye, everyone. So if you're in the background working and lurking, please hit that like button, and then we are going to say bye-bye. Let's get up to 50 likes. 50. Forgive my misspeaking. That's okay, Cat. I'm just teasing you. I'm teasing you, Cat. Honestly, I'm just making a joke. Xfinity Gamer, hi, how are you? I'm fantastic. How are you? You guys, a quick note. When you're helping people with watch hours, shorts do not count. You can watch people's shorts or you can watch people's shorts playlists, but they do not count for watch hours. So if you are helping somebody with watch hours, watch their videos and their live streams, okay? Tandra says 50. Toy Pups is here. Hi, Toy Pups. Everybody say hi to Xfinity Gamer and Toy Pups. Tandra supports his 50. Thank you, Tandra. Tandra, I'm playing you on my iPad as we are. Oh, look, guys. Look. The blimp. You see it? It's hovering. It's coming in for a landing. That's the Goodyear blimp, everyone. Cat and Jack, I have 30 minutes from Daytona and new Smyrna from 9 years old to 30s. Oh, cool, Cat and Jack. Gamer says, yeah, I'm really good, thanks. Good to hear. Shell says, hi, Xfinity. Toy Pup says, hi, Daisy. Hi, Toy Pups. Toy Pup says, hi to Cat and Jack. Xfinity says, hello to Shells. Stitch says, puppy mama. Stitch says, yes. Tandra, hee hee, you're welcome. Thank you, Tandra. You're so creative. Xfinity, my profile picture has gone. Where did it go? Lilo and Stitch is 51. Toy Pups is the shorts count as well. Doesn't add up, so it makes a lot more sense to watch a 1 hour video or a 1 hour live stream. The hours are up. Yes, but I'm talking about watch hours for monetization. If you are helping someone with watch hours for monetization, shorts views do not count, you guys. They do not count for your watch hours for your 3,000, 4,000. That's all I'm saying. Shell says, oh, haven't seen one of those in a long time. Yeah, the blimp. Nature says, oh, wow. Toy Pup says, Nature, my Pookie. Stitch says, Mama Nature. Shell says, hi to Toy Pups. Lisa says, just sub to your other channels. Thank you, Lisa. Toy Pup says, oh my God, I thought it was a spaceship. Nature says, hi to Shells. And love our Toy Pups. Toy Pup says, Shells, we are connected. Thank you, everyone. Toy Pups says, guys, we have big news, and anyone that buys a featured spot on the Yogi's Live tomorrow, will also receive a featured spot on my homepage as well. Cool. Shell says, hi to Nature Dog Realms. Good to see ya. Yeah, tomorrow's Yogi's birthday, everybody. Tomorrow is Yogi's birthday. What is a stitch? What's a featured spot? How can you buy a featured spot on Yogi's Live? Okay, thank you so much, Daisy. We did not know the shorts don't count. They just don't count for watch hours for monetization. They do count once you're monetized towards, money. Yes. Shorts do count for when you're monetized. Yes, they do. But they do not count when you're trying to get monetized. Okay, everybody? What's a featured spot? I don't know what that is either, Tandra. Having problems with YouTube, Gamer says. Sorry to hear that, Xfinity. A lot of people say there's a lot of YouTube issues. Xfinity Gamer, I'm going to make you blue so that if you would like to connect with more people here, you can. It makes it easier. All right? All right, folks. I'll give you one shot at Daisy Meg, and then we have to go. Daisy. Daisy. She was just looking right at me, you guys. Nature says there are a lot of issues going on with the banks and other things right now. Tomorrow's Yogi's birthday. Yes, it is. Xfinity says thanks. Lisa says, can you go live without StreamYard? Yes. I don't use StreamYard. I use YouTube. I didn't want any miscommunications because of StreamYard as far as my monetization goes. Toy Pup says a featured spot means anyone that comes on my homepage will see who I support and will see who I'm connected to and will automatically subscribe to those channels. Automatically? What if you don't want to subscribe to those channels? See, I don't like that, Toy Pups. You shouldn't be forced to subscribe to people. It should be voluntary. I don't want to automatically be subscribed to other people's channels unless I want to. Oh, Stitch, you're talking fractions? What is 7/9 minus 3/4? Do the math, Stitch. Yeah, I'm in the Blue Spanner Club. Thank you, Xfinity. Stuart says he's back. Welcome back, Stuart. Barry says, good morning, NDR. Fisherman's hello, Lilo and Stitch. Shell says, morning, Barry. Toy Pups. To be featured on the home screen, you must purchase a $50 super chat. That's blackmail. That is blackmail. You shouldn't have to buy a $50 super chat. That's insane. Lisa says, I just subbed to those I like. Barry says, good morning, Shells. Fisherman says, hello, everyone. Tandra says, she's laughing. Well, Toy Pups, you can do whatever you want on your channel. You know, I apologize for my comment. You can do whatever you want. But $50 is a lot of money. It's a lot of money. A feature spot is a new feature that YouTube is offering. The top 7 features will show up on your homepage, which allows other channels to see who you support. Yeah, well, I like to keep my subscriptions private. Nature says hello to Barry and others. If I had the money, I would support the ones that I like. Yeah, but for $50, you could support like 50 99-cent channels. It's a great way to build your own community. Yeah, but I'm not going to blackmail my subscribers to give me $50. I don't like that at all. We were messaged yesterday by YouTube manager, and YouTube is having a lot of issues at the moment. Yes, they are. Yep, they are. All right, everybody, we are going to say goodbye, all right? We're going to say goodbye. We're going to say thank you for being here. Let's end our poll. Let's see what happened with our poll. Lisa says, I agree with you. Thank you, Lisa. Have you ever ridden a helicopter? No, 69%. Yes, it's 30. Wow. 30% have. Good for you guys. Toy Pup says, YouTube is changing its format, so there's a lot of glitches. Yeah, I've been getting the emails about all this stuff, but I take it with a grain of salt. Tandra says, bye, Daisy. See you next time. Bye, Tandra. Xfinity says, love Toy Pups. Got you. Awesome. Toy Pups is a great channel, you guys. She's a great lady. Shell says, have a great day, everyone. Nice to see you all. Lisa says, hugs to Daisy and Kitty. Thank you, Lisa. Knuckles says, have a great day, Daisy. You too, Knuckle. Nature says, I wish I could go in a helicopter. Brylan's still here in the background working along with you. Hello, everyone. Well, thank you, Stacy, but we are going to say goodbye. I'm going to say thank you for being here. Happy Tuesday. I'm sorry. Happy Wednesday. It's Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. And we will see you all tonight for puzzles. Stuart says, hi to Nature. We will see you all for puzzles, all right? Thank you, everybody. I love you all. Bye for now.